Alrighty, Puss in Boots is saying get yourself to work. Before you get started, I need some more food. So that's the scoop. I'm going to get her some more food before I get out there and show you the plan for the day. Because it is another day and it is about painting that big beautiful truck. There you go, kitty. Yep, she doesn't realize she's on candid camera. Yeah. And she just snapped up one of them little nuggets that I didn't quite get in the bowl. But I just spent about an hour and a half getting everything ready. There's part of it. Yeah, making sure that booth was up, lights are on, any kind of dust or dirt blown out of the booth. Wipe down the entire truck with my cleaner, and it's a spray window cleaner. Yep, you gotta make sure everything is dust free, cleaned. I got a couple of new papers down on the floor because they got wet, now it's dry. But today, it's about finishing this thing up as far as paint goes. So, I figured I'd chime in because it's another video and we're on the countdown of finishing this truck altogether. So I'm going to come in and hit certain spots with sealer. And this is one of them, one little stuff like that. And then the dark areas, the primer. Going to hit all these areas with white sealer. Yep, I'm all ready. And I don't think there's anything back here. Nope, just up at the edges over there. Keep in mind that the top is all papered off because it's already painted fully. So I'll hit all these other spots around here with the sealer and that little spot there on the tailgate. And I left the fuel tank cover open so I don't forget that I have to put some paper in there, stuff some paper in there, cover it, and then because when I go to paint, I will be painting the backside and in there and get that done. The doors open a little bit because I got to do sealer on that on the rocker because of the preparations of fixing it or taking care of the fact that the paint was worn off, which in a short period of time it's only going to wear off again anyway, but I figured I would do that. So all the vents, new filters, double vent. I even got a vent under the truck that would help draw when I'm spraying at the bottom of the truck. It'll help pull everything underneath, filter it, and exhaust it out. So I figured I'd show you that because it took every bit of an hour and a half. This is not a 5-minute job. And this is a portable spray booth where I took extra precautions, you know, as far as filtering, everything that would need to be done. You know, this isn't one of those real expensive high-end permanent spray booths, but I tried to get it to operate like one, including the air conditioning that I have pumping in here right now to help control the environment. It does help. So I figured I'd give a little spat of that, and once I have it sealed, or I should say once the color is on, because there's no point in chiming on that, but once I have the bright white on, I'll come in and film it because it'll need time to flash. And then I'll stop dropping the coats of pearl on there, which will take 3 coats, just like I did on the hood and on the top. And then let that do its thing, and then do the clear. And I will be going over it definitely twice, which will give it a coat. 6 coats because you're doing the 75% overlap on all this stuff. And if I'm feeling like I'd like to add another coat of clear, then that will be 9 coats. But we'll see how it plays out. But I am ready to do what needs to be done. So I'm going to get busy. So stand by. Alrighty, I am back. And I have all the amount of white on there I'm going to put. I went over it a couple of times. Yeah. Now it's time to put the pearl on. Yes, sirree, you Bob. Jane, Joyce, Matt, Calvin, whatever it takes. Yep, the pearl is next. Got to go around it 3 times, and then the clear. So once I'm done with putting the 3 coats of pearl on, I will film it, chime back in, so stand by. I'm back, and it's all done. 3 coats of clear, finished. And actually, 3 coats of pearl prior. You can see that gold. Absolutely. That is wild. Tomorrow I'll undress the entire thing, and I will be cutting and buffing this. It'll look like a mirror. Looks really good now, but there are some specks of stuff that will have to come out, will come out. I don't want to touch it. Still got a slight tack to it. It's taking its time drying, which is good. Yep. Really nice. I'm so glad this thing is done. It's like painting a house. Absolutely. So tomorrow's another day. I'll show it with all the stuff off. And gently put the bed back. And that'll be that. But until now, tomorrow's another day. Peace out. Okay, it's the next day, the day after. This big boy has been fully painted. I already started clearing all the stuff out, undressing it. Yeah, there's a full day here of just taking everything off of it. Takes that long, taking all the tape, paper, and everything else that's in the way. Got to come off. And just wanted to double check, make sure my door jamb is nice, which it is. So moving on, I started taking some of the covering off the front end. And I know I'm going to take the pressure washer too underneath the hood to get rid of the dust. You can see a lot of dust, even though it was covered. That's very much normal. Yep, very much normal. So, as you can see, it came out really nice. I will be flat wet sanding it and then buffing it. I don't know if I'll do the entire truck, but definitely where needed, because I did get a little bit of dust on it, or dirt, or whatever you want to call it, and that is because of the AC unit. I've been trying to figure something out for that to filter it coming out as well as being pulled in, but maybe a different direction. Maybe I'll have the thing facing upward. It's hard to tell. I'm just trying to figure all that out. But at the end of the day, it's going to look super nice, and that's what matters. So until I got all of it off, as you can see, you can definitely catch the gold there. Oh, it's super nice. But definitely super nice. I'm excited to get it that much closer. I know I'll have a full day undressing it, like I said, and hopefully the bed back in place and bolted up. And then there'll be definitely a full day of putting everything back together, from the lights to the grill. I have to change out the bracket for the front grill, all those things that came off, all the rubbers and stuff. I mean, it's a lot of time and a lot of work. And then when that's all said and done, then I will be taking the wet sandpaper to it. This way it gives it more time for curing. And if I get it back, if I get it to the point where I can get it outside safely, let the sun bake it, that'll be the plan. If not today, definitely tomorrow. I definitely want the sun to heat it up. So until the next move, stand by. I'm back, and as you can clearly see, the truck is uncovered. All the paper and tape is off, except for a couple areas I left the tape on, like up there for the third brake light and the little antenna's cover. I'm going to wait till the bed is back in place. And I kept the tape around the glass so that when I open the door and close it, I don't have to worry about it slapping back and forth. So I also, removed all the paper and tape out of the door jambs. Every jam had paper in it, tape, all that silliness. But it will get all cleaned up. Yeah, looks really nice. This side here, I left it on the back window as well. I didn't think about it until after I took it off the other glass, but it just makes a lot more sense so that, when you do that, you don't have to worry about the glass having a problem or breaking. So, next is going to be, I'm going to go get me some rattle can paint. I want to touch up any overspray on the frame so it looks nice. It'll be a flat black. It'll be a lot easier now being the way it is, and before I cut and buff this way, any mist of overspray, and I know it'll definitely be gone by the time I'm cutting and buffing. So I'll have to make a trip to Home Depot, get me some of that, and that'll be that for that. So in the meantime, I'm going to end this video here. I'm not really sure exactly how much I filmed, but I don't want them to be too long, and this will just make another segment, and this way I don't have to spend hours doing a whole lot of editing and downloading and all the other stuff that goes with it, and I can keep the video short enough, hopefully, for people to watch. Hopefully subscribe would be nice, but nevertheless, until the next time, which will be the assembly of this thing, and the cleaning, the cutting, and the buffing, and all that stuff to complete the truck, try to get something done. And I know I'll be getting this done. So until the next time, peace out.